Hey guys, I'm Naveen Giri and I'm from Almora, Uttarakhand. So I was sitting there with my friends and waiting to meet Matt. Then we got a news that he is not coming. We got disappointed. But I'm looking up to meet him in the WordCamp India. I have two questions, guys, because I was reading Matt blog about MDES. In MDES, they have a feature, and I was wondering, if we have it in WordPress or do we have a plan for it? Because WordPress is loved by bloggers. Bloggers write content, and this AI agent they scrap the content. And bloggers cannot earn money if nobody is visiting the website. So that's a real problem for the bloggers. So MDES has a features, or they committed a feature where they says that piece of content could be monetized so that the scrapper, the AI agents who is scraping the website, they will have to pay money in order to scrap the content from a website. In WordPress 7.0, do we have this plan? This is my first question.
Thank you for the question. WordPress celebrates the open web, and part of the open web is allowing people to visit a website for free. And I think, I understand a great deal the pain you were talking about of bots coming and using the content that you have written, but you need to be able to celebrate the open web, and a cost of celebrating the open web is that crawlers will come and read your content too. But so locking down content so that you can charge crawlers is not something that I think technically can be done in WordPress core, and nor would it really be feasible in WordPress core, because it would be fighting a battle that we can't win. If you were to do it one way in WordPress core, then 30 hours after that release, the bots would adapt and be crawling content in another way.
Actually, by profession, I'm a WordPress developer, and I'm transitioning into becoming an agency owner from freelancer. So I always wonder, what will be the future of websites if, AI will scrap the content, everybody is using chatbots, there are cloud, there is ChatGPT, there is different things. Every day there is a new thing coming. So I'm really concerned about it. And at the same time, in this event, I was talking to lots of my friends who are WordPress developer, designer, and I have seen myself, creating products, building plugins in WordPress, building themes using Cloud Code, Cursor. It is very fast. So I'm wondering, will the WordPress role still be valid in coming days? What's the real picture do you see from the top at this wherever you're sitting? What do you see the future will be for these guys, or guys like me?
I'm sure Matt will probably come through as well, but from my perspective, I don't think that anybody actually knows, right? And so I think WordPress is going to have its day. Not only are people going to need individual websites, but they're going to need their own domains, and they're going to need their own corner of the web. Because like you had just mentioned, the way people are interacting with the web is different, and things are coming so fast, and we're springboarding over so quickly that no one has really understood or know where society is going to actually end. And like I said yesterday, there's going to be multiple products that are going to rise and fall while we watch this. But also, we need to move society in a specific direction. So WordPress is in a really good position if we continue down these AI paths that we're doing as infrastructure to be the open AI infrastructure for all of the web. Because if we think about everything starts to become AI generated, and we're starting to see it because you can start to see when you read, or when you start to read content, you can kind of tell that it's generated at this point. So as humans, we want that connectivity and we want that individuality, and AI needs something to scrape. Where will it come from? It will come from your corner of the web. It will come from your website. It will come from your brain. And that's going to become more and more important because people are going to want something that isn't AI generated. And so I really encourage people to think about when we're moving down these paths, WordPress can take a seat at the table and actually start moving society down this path. And we need to enable AI to take and to scrape us and to scrape our sites, which we're not really doing that today, but we should be, right? Like we need to build this infrastructure. We need to start working within this, and then we will have our day. And I think that the future is looking very good for WordPress as individual sites.
Yeah.
Even when in the age of AI, there will still be a need for people to put out content in some form somewhere, and I'm sure WordPress will continue helping with that.